Okay, hello, we're once again here for Crusade on Candy Kingdom with DADISS. Wow! I am your faithful first-time Dungeon Weaver, Raven, and I am yet again joined by some of my best friends.
Zack!
And then my actual best friends.
Ollie! I'm only your best friend?
And my girlfriend.
Danielle.
This man doesn't know what he wants.
I'm about to say, like, I better get my own tier.
So where we left off, excuse me, a lot happened last session, so let's just quickly go over some of the highlights of where we left off. You were all in Ilkdud, Trolli's hometown. Peepaw Hans had become the mayor in the past week and is very stressed out by it. There is a paladin by the name of Bohemian who is both protecting the town and looking for whatever, not fabled, but like the people in this area are talking about a bigger trash candy creature that they've been hearing about, and he's here to find, and you can only assume slay it. He did fight Kit for that whip, beat Kit. They struck a deal. They exchanged a lot of information about like what's going on in the world and blah blah blah, and eventually Bohemian did get his whip. Meanwhile, Trolli reconnected with her family for better or for worse because she did not quite say goodbye when she left. Her sister Dot showed up in a rage and fucking ripped her a new butthole. And Igneas got adopted.
I got adopted.
Welcome to the family.
Some of the final bit of information we heard before the party went to sleep was that Dot believes she may have recalled seeing the cream coconut you are after in the old grotto where you used to be taken by your older brother, Harry. Meanwhile, she agreed to help you go there in the morning. Meanwhile, you also kind of got, like, not a solid deal, but, like, Bohemian will help you out if he can.
Right.
And you got adopted. And so, we pick up with the sun rising up once again above the small hick town of Ilkdud. Much like how a rooster typically would, a cow moos loudly in the morning. A lot of people are starting to rise for the day.
Roosters don't usually moo in the morning.
Well, a rooster would, like, you know, a cow is doing it instead.
Okay.
Mooing. I think it was Billy near the gate of town is, bless you, waking up for the day and doing his usual thing of sitting on his porch for the rest of the day. The town's oddly quiet. Normally, the town is safe from the trash candy creatures during the day, but everyone's a little weirded out that they didn't show up last night. Trolli, you wake up to find out that some point when you fell asleep at the fire with your sister, she did bring you inside to your old bedroom.
Okay.
And you two are still in the room you are sharing.
Probably awkwardly staring at each other.
Yeah.
Also, for anybody listening, there is a storm going on, so I can't control any audio issues we end up facing. And yeah, you all wake up.
Ambient music.
Yeah.
Do y'all have anything you want to do?
I mean, we'll probably just get up and, like, leave the room at roughly the
pretty
same
much as soon as I hear anybody else rustling about the house, since this is a loud family, as they said, he's just gonna leave.
So you get up, and as the sun, like, just gets over the horizon, you hear a lot of clattering in the kitchen. And since you don't fully sleep either, you'll hear it as well. It's
Yeah.
loud enough that you don't need to roll a perception check. Most people in the Gumption family are very adept at sleeping through it.
Yeah.
I want to get up and
I'll
check
just
out
go
what it is.
So you head into the kitchen. I'm going to be switching between a lot of notes. So you get up and you go to the kitchen, and Margaret is in the kitchen cooking breakfast. The kitchen's not like a disgusting mess, but it's one of those messes of like, well, I know where everything is, so it's okay.
Right.
Like that kind of thing.
Kind of like how we had ours for...
And you said you both went down there?
Yeah.
Okay, so she sees you guys come into the kitchen, gives you guys a quick, oh, good morning. Like, I didn't mean to wake y'all up. I forgot how loud us Gumptions can be. Now that I'm thinking of it, Igneas, how many eggs do you eat?
I don't.
Do you just not eat, honey?
No, not really.
Kit, how hungry are you?
Well, and he'll look at probably the still couple of cuts that are healing over. Pretty hungry.
Okay, so if I were to, normally I offer everyone about 2 eggs. If I were to offer you 4 eggs,
I would probably eat all of them.
okay, good to know for me. And she goes back to salting her food.
Now I have an out of character question because I don't know. Can rock candy golems eat?
You can eat if you want. You don't have to.
Do they
Okay.
taste anything?
Yeah, they'll eat,
Oh,
they'll
okay.
taste all that fun stuff, but you don't have to for nourishment.
Okay. In that case, I might raise my hand and be like, I'll still take them even if I don't need them.
Margaret kind of side eyes you okay. She just goes right on back to the just, great, good for me.
Thank you, man. Is there anything that I can do to help you?
Or me, for that matter.
Well, Igneas, Hans isn't awake yet, and you're a lot taller than Kit over here. Can you reach on top of the fridge and find me? It's labeled Mima's favorite pepper because I forget which one is my favorite. Could you grab that for me? And then she turns to you. And
Yes,
Kit, do you
ma'am.
think you could actually go wake up Hans for me? He's sleeping in, the old man.
All right. Which room is his?
The one with the loud snoring.
Okay.
He'll leave to go to the area with the bedrooms.
Big one, oh my god.
The side effect of the coconuts.
So you see a couple bedrooms. You see they all have a name on them. So she could have just said my
okay.
name, but it's like a plaque of employee rooms. 'Cause this is a worn out town hall.
Right.
So there's the one labeled mayor. There's the one labeled Dot. There's one labeled Trolli. And for clarification, when you wake up, you'll realize it's the room you grew up in. They put all your stuff in it again.
Yeah.
And then there's still a room labeled Harry. And then there's 2 rooms named Juby and Jolly, and those have their doors open.
Okay.
And the one labeled Mayor has loud snoring from behind the door. It's really long ones.
Right. Kid's just gonna go up to the door and beat on the door as loud as he can.
Yeah, fuck me. Hold on, girls, I'm not decent yet.
Margaret would like you downstairs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And you hear a lot of shuffling. Do you wait for him or do you just leave?
He'll wait.
Okay. You hear a lot of shuffling, a lot of fab. You hear a and then after what feels like a little too long, Peepa Hans opens the door. He's got his blender strapped to his side. His hair's not combed back, but it's a quick 1, 2, and
Right.
call it a day. Good morning, kid.
Good morning, sir.
You sleep well down there? Your room was in a separate area.
Right. I don't tend to sleep much as it is.
That's kind of weird, but all right. How about Iggy? How's Iggy doing?
I'm sure he is fine.
Great, cool. All right, let's go eat. And as you start walking down the hall, and he's right behind you, he slows down a little bit at the open Juby and Jolly doors, and is like, "Huh? I guess they went out again. Must have got home real late too." And you both head back to the kitchen.
I've been helping Mima, Margaret, whatever, reach things, and
You can call me Mima, sugar.
As he's heading down, he'll say, "Sir, where was it that they were going to again last night?"
Those girls. Well, I'm pretty sure they went out with Juby and Jolly. Must have gone out with Golly and Gooby, their boyfriends, respectively. It gets a little confusing because sometimes they moved here when they were youngins, And where they used to live, the G's were pronounced as J's. And saying Jobby and Julie dated Julie and oh my god, you know how it is. You know how us peepaws be, right?
I can imagine that would be confusing, yes.
Yeah, so we call them Gooby and Golly. But I can only presume that they went out again this morning. I can see your anxiety over there. Luckily, Mima, she's up way earlier than I am. She probably sent them on their way with some breakfast. No big deal.
Right.
So you're right back in the kitchen.
When you say like separate area, do you mean like a different building?
No. Same building, just like
Oh, okay.
what might have been an old like.
And I assume neither me or Igneas heard anything last night.
Not really, no.
Okay. Other than maybe distant snoring, apparently.
Yeah. So you get back in the kitchen. Igneas, you're helping Mima. Mima's like, Igneas, how do you like your eggs?
Anyway is fine.
Okay. Cooked, and even then I'm okay with it if they're not.
Preferably cooked, if you will.
Oh, well, I mean, I was gonna. Do you not need to eat cooked eggs?
It's okay, but I don't like it.
All right, hon. I gotcha. She's like, she's trying to like be your Mima, but she's also like, this youngin is different from any other youngin that I have ever
I just
had.
want to feed him.
To be fair, you can technically eat raw eggs.
Yeah, I mean,
But
she like while she's making these eggs, and she's got like toast and shit going as well. She turns to you. She's like, "So how did you sleep, hon?"
I didn't.
Right. How did you?
I rested well.
These two.
How'd you sit? How'd you?
I rested just fine.
Very nice, very nice. You didn't happen to hear anything throughout the night, did you? You didn't.
A lot of snoring.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't want you thinking any less of your Mima.
What do you mean?
Oh no, Peepa and I going through blunderbuss cleaning exercises, like to make sure the town's well defended. You can see that even though she's a red gummy, she's a little bit of a redder gummy.
People, huh? Getting Hans on.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, well, that does make sense. Weapons work better when they're cleaned.
More like PP, huh? Excuse me. So you all once again converge in the kitchen, the four of you, and you just hear like there's a little bit of an awkward silence for a little bit because none of you super know each other.
Right.
Trolli's the connecting piece here, and she's asleep.
Yeah.
So for a minute, she's like. Like, just kind of like, the Peepaw's going through, like the morning paper or whatever. His wife hooks him up in the morning, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Also the night before, but,
Damn.
and,
Hooks him up and hooks up with him.
yeah. And Peepaw, I don't even refer to my name anymore. Peepaw, glances at Margaret, and like, them boys, what time they run by this morning? And Margaret's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Hans. Well, I figure, Juby and Jolly ain't here, so they must be out with the boys then. Margaret, I figured Juby and Jolly were bunking with their sister because they haven't seen her in a couple days. I wouldn't know. I mean, you had me quite tuckered out last night, honey bunches, and she's like, oh, my little cannoli.
My strudel.
Oh, no, kid, I am not into that. There is no judging in the Gumption household, but I want to make it clear.
But I will judge you.
I
Didn't
not
actually
into
say
that.
that.
My wife is the strudel.
I have to call her my Twinkie.
It's gonna let that hang in the air for a second. Just out loud.
Oh no, it's never hung in the air. Ow.
Stop hitting the fucking table.
It's hard. The legs
And
are
so
heavy.
they kind of just banter back and forth, like, well, clearly they aren't here. Well, they might be sleeping with Trolli. Well, I don't know if they're sleeping with Trolli, but I thought that they went out in the morning. Why would you think that? I just assumed they would.
I'm gonna raise my hand at this point and be like, "Did they ever come home last night?"
They both look at you, and Hans is like, well, you know, they're in the prime of their life and not as stressed as their older sister, so they tend to come and go as they please.
But did they come home last night?
Where were they? Specifically, if possible.
We wouldn't know. They don't. Much like their younger sister, they don't
Where
really
do the
tell
two
us.
boys live?
They live a couple houses down. 2323 Inkbud Lane.
Kid's gonna get up and be like, "I'll go check."
Okay. Thank you, kid. Tell them Hans sent you. That way they won't think you're weird.
Right.
My youngin' Dot tells me you're kind of weird. You be gone now.
He'll just okay, and then just leave.
Right. And then we'll cut away from you, and we'll cut to you in your room as you're waking up for the day.
I like to imagine that his loud knocking on doors what woke me up, but it just took me a while to like wake up.
And you know, for all clarification, no, your sisters are not bunking with you.
Oh no, I kind of figured. Take a look around and like, oh, how did I get in here? After a moment, I'll leave my room, and then I assume at this point of where like he's about to go and leave and look for them, Dot's door is still closed.
Yeah.
So I'll just go and gently knock on it.
Much like her peepaw, you hear.
Thought you were gonna go again.
No, she does not have a blunderbuss. Morning there, little sister of mine.
Oh, good morning. Did you bring me inside last night?
Oh, of course I did. I wasn't gonna let you sleep out there. Listen, the fire was dwindling. You were laying on me. I wasn't gonna get up and keep fixing the fire without being able to sleep in it because you're heavy body. So I lifted your heavy body with my fucking independent woman strength, and I brought you into your bedroom.
Oh,
You're
and
welcome.
that's something to be proud of. Thank you.
There's a lot of things us Gumptions can be proud of.
As Meemaw knows.
As Mima knows, we know our way around man.
Oh my god. Did Juby and Jolly come home last night? Were you awake that much longer?
Let's see. You and I got home around 2-ish. Are they not in the kitchen or anything? I don't.
Well, I just woke up.
Oh, they weren't home when I got home.
I'm gonna go look through the door. Can I like enter the rooms? Clearly,
If you want to.
empty, right?
Yeah. I mean, their rooms have like their belongings.
I mean, like, but they're not there.
They're not there.
I'm gonna go check downstairs.
Okay, I mean, give me a sec. I'll go with you.
Can I look back in their rooms? Can I see if there's like if anything's changed or
I mean,
like if there's signs of people being in here?
yeah, like there's signs that like in the past few days, you know, like somebody's been there.
Right.
Like it's not like they've just been gone for days and nobody said anything. Like they were very clearly there like sometime yesterday.
Okay, then I'm gonna go downstairs.
The bed's not made, much to fucking Mima's chagrin.
These damn kids.
These damn
Y'all
youngins.
appreciate me buying their bed sheets and washing them and drying them and putting them back on the damn
They
bed.
think just because their daddy's dead, they don't got to do their damn bed sheets.
Damn.
Um,
Well, good morning, everybody. As I head downstairs.
I'll wave and say good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sugar.
Good morning.
Good morning, Trolli.
Were Juby and Jolly with you by chance? We were just talking about that a moment ago.
They're not down here?
No.
Well, they weren't up there.
Are you still here? Or did you already make it?
I'll say I've already left.
Okay.
Where's Kid?
He left to go and look at, what was it, Gooby and...
Gooby, you know Gooby and Golly.
What? They're still over there with those Gobby twins?
That's That's what
Gobby.
That's what Kit was going to
Gobby.
check. We don't know.
Okay, come on. We're gonna go look.
Okay. I'm going now, I guess.
So-
Just take it like a...
Take one of his fingers.
Grab your finger. Come on.
You don't mistreat your younger brother.
I'm not mistreating nobody.
And Dot is like, well, while you guys figure that out, I'm gonna have me some eats. And she sits down with Hans and
We'll be back.
Dot's plate of eggs, even though Mima said she typically gives 2 per person, there's like 5. So as the 3 of you get outside and you start making your way to Gooby and Golly's house,
I assume y'all just jog to catch up with me.
Yeah, I'll walk a bit
as
faster.
you get a little bit closer to the town, you hear Billy, because the town's not that big, from a little ways away, be like, "Well, I'll be. What in the schmuck happened to you?" And you hear a lot of frantic talking.
I'm gonna start, like, running toward it.
Okay. Do either of you follow, or do you just...
Yeah, I'm
I'll head that
following.
way.
Okay. And as you get there, you see Billy kind of like leaning on his porch, because this is all I know how to do. And Gooby and Golly are there. They don't look well. One of them is missing a hand. And they're freaking out. Like, they're not even being super coherent. They're just, oh, fuck, goddamn!
I'm gonna run up because I assume they're on the porch. There's a little pathway, and then there's like a fence, or maybe
Yeah, they're like right in like that fucking fence entry
Yeah.
to town.
one.
One of them's like slinging off the other. Like,
Oh, good morning. What's wrong with y'all? What happened?
we were out.
Gooby and Golly,
Hi there,
right?
Trolli.
Where are my sisters? Have you seen them?
All right, listen. We know the mayor says not to fuck around with your sisters. Quite.
I don't give a fuck
But
what y'all are doing.
we
Where
were-
are they?
They were and this is Golly talking, and Gooby kind of like Golly's missing the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Gooby slaps him upside the head, and he's like, "I gotta tell her that her sister's got kidnapped. You fucking idiot!"
I'm
and
sorry, they
Golly's
fucking
like,
what?
I don't know how to fucking tell her.
They fucking what? You want to say that to my face one more time?
We were fraternizing with your sisters, and some of them there, excuse me, some of them there, and that was in character. Some of them there trash candy creatures showed up and started attacking us, took my hand.
I'm already turning around and going back to the house.
Kit will click his sword into place and pull it out and go, where?
Where was this? Where did you last see them?
Whoa, listen. I need to get some bandages on.
Talk quickly.
Okay.
She's gonna grab the cuff of his shirt. Where did you last see them?
We were hanging out in this place in the forest. We don't know how to get there. They let us there. And they said that you guys sometimes hung out there and that no one would find us, and then we got a little busy.
Do you know what they're talking about, Trolli?
You need to go.
You
Get out of my fucking face.
I'm trying.
We need to go and get Dot. She knows how to get to this place.
Yeah, in case it wasn't clear, I'm booking it back to the house already to relay
now
this.
I am running back to the house.
Okay. As you guys are doing this, at this point, the whole town is waking up a little bit because clearly something's fucking happening.
Kit's actually going to run over to Bohemian's tent.
Okay. We'll do that first then, because that'll be simpler than the chaos that is about to ensue in the Gumption household.
Yeah. As he splits off from Charlie, he'll say, "Meet me in the town center."
All right, meet you there.
Okay. Okay. So you get to Bohemian's tent, and I'm assuming you just go right in.
Yeah, he'll just kind of.
Okay. Much like how Igneas does not really need to sleep, Bohemian does not really need to sleep. He's kind of just on his knees, meditating a little bit.
Right.
And as you get there, he doesn't move or make a sound or anything.
Bohemian,
Yes.
there's been an issue. Some of the townsfolk have been attacked. 2 more of Charlie's siblings have been taken.
He slowly gets to his feet.
I'm sorry to interrupt any rest you were having.
It's fine, Kit, but he looks past you. It's the middle of the day. Why would anybody have been taken in the middle?
Apparently, they were out last night and they just got back into town.
He rubs his chin. Perhaps that would explain why there was not an attack last night.
One of the boys that was with her sisters lost a hand. He said they were attacked by the trash creatures.
The fact that they didn't come here, I can only assume they must have been closer to wherever they're staying, which could be good for us, kid. I can only assume that you, much like myself, want to take down whatever bigger one exists out there.
Of course.
Naturally, it must be resting there.
Yes, that is my thought.
Do you have a plan?
We were going to go as quickly as possible to try to rescue them if we can. These creatures seem to eat candy people, but I'm not sure if there's a chance they've been taken alive for later or not. If there is, we need to act quickly.
I see. Well, killing that bigger creature is the whole reason I'm in this town, so if you wouldn't mind, I'll accompany you.
Of course.
All right. We'll cut over to the Gumption household.
So I've gotten there a little bit ahead of Trolli, and I'm like kind of just bursting through the door, but without...
Iggy, you be careful with that door. You barely fit through that thing.
I was
that.
saying without breaking it or anything. Your children are missing.
Oh, jeez, I was trying to avoid this.
My babies are what?
I like to think that I'm now getting up.
Yeah, you're now
Just here as you get through the doorway. My babies are what?
My babies!
Dot, we need to go right now.
Dot's already like fucking...
I'll meet you at the fucking town square. I'm sorry for cursing, man. I wasn't cursing to people.
Oh,
I didn't mean to curse. I'm sorry.
Put a quarter in the jar when you get back.
I let it slide this one time, but if I hear it happen again, once you get back and you're coming back, you better not let it happen again.
Yes, sir.
And Peapod goes to get up and like bring his blunderbuss. And Dot swallows him and she's like, Peapod, you ain't coming.
You ain't coming with us. What the fuck you think you... Oh, I'm sorry. What do you mean?
What did I just say? I just said I let it slide the one time.
What do you think you're doing? You're not coming with us.
You girls need me. And Dot,
I need you here, alive.
yeah, Peapod, we got me. She just, and Hans is like, go on. Okay, well, if you need more, we got Trolli.
Kit. Myself.
Is Kit coming along? Kit's fucking weird.
Dot,
We got people to handle it, Peapod.
Dot, I will meet you in town square. I gotta go.
Sure thing.
She's not gonna wait for you. She's just gonna leave.
Yeah.
And so everybody converges in town square. You can hear some fucking hollering from Gooby and Golly's house. I made up their names 20 minutes ago. And I can't get over that I'm calling them Gooby and Golly. You can hear a lot of like, ow, from Gooby and Golly's house as they're like wrapping up his hand and shit.
I should give him my guy's card.
Yeah, I don't even draw from the deck.
No, the like the guy that fixed my arm.
Yeah, but it was you haven't. Speaking of cards, but anyway, so everybody, you walk up with Bohemian, you two walk up with Dot, and Dot's like, Bohemian, and Bohemian's like, hi. I don't know you. Like, no, they know each other, but it's just like, yeah, hi, what? And Dot's like, wrinkles. You kind of weird.
What did I do to you?
You followed me that one time.
I was staying at your house.
Okay. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. All right, listen up, gang.
Just let it go.
Listen up. Does anyone here but me know where we're going?
kind of remember.
Okay. So, Iggy, Wrinkles, Bohemian, you're going to let us Gumptions lead the way. When we get there, we don't know what we're going to find. So let's just calm and collected. And as she sings, her hands are shaking a little bit, because she's still relatively new to like any kind of anything. As she mentioned before, she's like, oh yeah, the past couple of nights I'm like out looking for Trolli and Harry.
Right.
Prior to that, she's like, I
just
know how to
a
work a
girl.
bow. Like,
You fight mostly ranged, right?
yes, although I do have a nifty little dagger on me. I also have, she's got her backpack on, and she slings it off. She's like, I also got some potions, a couple of torches for when it gets dark outside, my dagger. That's about it. That's all I got.
You listed the dagger twice.
I got 2 daggers.
When combat starts, please allow me, Igneas, and Bohemian to go first.
Of course. If you must, I guess. I've never fought in a group before, so it's a little weird for me.
Try not to shoot your friends.
For the way there, just let me be in front of you, because I've done this more than you have.
Get in front of me once we get there. 'Cause, no offense, I've been there a lot more recently than you have.
You can just direct me how to get there then.
Okay. I don't really like my little sister taking the lead, especially when she's not even playing Donkey, but sure.
Especially when I'm Docky.
Yeah, especially when I'm Donkey. And so unless there's anything else any of you want to do in town before you go, right?
ASAP.
So you immediately start heading out.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
So you leave through the front of town, and then you walk a little bit down the path you came, and then you just kind of veer off into the woods. And it's very clear, like, there's no real indication of where anyone's going. Igneas and Kit, you are just blindly trusting that we're going the right way. Trolli, you have, like, some recollection, like, oh, like, I kind of remember, like, yeah, I did that whack! Like, that
That's
kind
a
of thing.
nice boulder.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
That's a nice
But Dot seems...
Quiet.
But Dot seems, like, surprisingly confident, like, okay, and then I, like, 10 steps this way, 95 degrees to the right, another 10 steps, like, that kind of thing.
Right.
Excuse me.
Come on.
Yeah, if you want to quickly get her. And the further you get, like, the thicker this forest is getting. It's getting a little difficult to, like, walk through it. Especially for you, Igneas, and for Bohemian, because it's like... There are points where you really have to squeeze between a few of these trees.
Yeah.
This is no man's forest.
To, like, turn sideways
Yeah.
and do awkward.
Until eventually you get to, like, this kind of wall of trees that is fucking thick. You can't even, like... You can kind of glimpse through it, like when there's 2 pieces of wood next to each other, but you can't see through it, and 2 just really big bushes. And Dot, like, puts a hand through the bushes, and she just like, okay, we don't know what we're gonna find in here. So, and she, like, starts doing, like just, like, random fucking hand motions. None of you have any idea what these mean. You know, because you, like, have seen action, none of this really means anything. She's just, like...
She's making it up, like...
Like, trying to convey something, and then she nods and goes through.
No, before I do. I'm going first.
Oh, yeah, you go, okay. You both go in together.
Yes.
And so...
It's just...
So, as you all enter this little grotto, before anything else, Trolli, you are just hit with this, like, wave of, like, and you flash back, like, 13 years ago. Mm-hmm. You're, like, 6 years old, and you're playing with, like, a bouncy ball. It's this beautiful, just little, like, clearing in the middle of the woods. There's a little bit of a hill with a slide going down it. There's, like, a handmade seesaw like in one corner and like some jungle gym in the other. It's all handmade by your brother Harry. This is just ever since you were born and your parents just kind of disappeared. Harry has taken it upon himself to still make sure you have a really happy childhood, and so he set all this up for you. And you're kind of just playing catch with this ball. You toss it up in the air, you let it catch it, because you're 6. Toss it again, catch it, and you toss it and you miss, and it rolls towards the bushes that in real time the guy just came through. And Harry comes in. And he's like, oh, there's my girl. Sorry I kept you waiting. I got a little sidetracked on my way here. And as you kind of like dart over to him, because you're 6, like this is, he quite literally transforms into a bear and gives you a bear hug, and like you two roll around on the ground for a second, until he transforms back and just kind of holds you on his chest as you lie in the grass together. And he kind of like does that thing with your chin, and he's like, all right there, my little gumball, what do you want to do today? You're role playing in this flashback.
Oh dear.
But just keep in mind you're a 6-year-old Trolli. We got the seesaw, we got the slide, we got the monkey bars, we got this ball.
Well, we should play pretend.
What do you want to play? What do you want to pretend?
Let's be pirates.
We be pirates. Okay. Well, tell you what, I'm thinking that seesaw could make a great little like pirate ship on the waves.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah. And so you two go over to like the seesaw, and you're both kind of standing on it and like going back and forth. Like he's hamming it up a little. You don't know this as a 6-year-old, but he's hamming it up a little bit to keep you happy, and like you're just having a fun time. He'll occasionally like jump in the air and turn into a dolphin for a second because you guys are on the ocean, and land back on his feet.
Aww.
He's just entertaining you. But at one point, as he does one of those little jumps into a dolphin and lands again, he does it a little too hard, and you fall off the seesaw and you scrape your knee a little bit. Oh my goodness, Trolli, I'm so sorry. And he kind of like kneels in front of you, and he pats his pocket, and he takes a little Band-Aid, and he's wrapping, and he's like, I'm sorry, Trolli, I should have known better than to let the dolphin get that antsy. You know what I mean? But he's even then trying to like make you feel better as he's wrapping you up, and you're crying a little bit. But as his hands are like, again, this is all made by hand, so his hands look super rugged and stuff. They've seen things, but as he's wrapping your knee, like, an adult would assume these hands couldn't even feel this gentle. Like, he's super gentle with you.
Right.
And so as you start to feel better and the tears slow down, he goes like, there's my strong little gumball, and he kind of like props you up. He stands you up on your leg, and you're feeling fine at this point. You've forgotten what pain is. Mm-hmm. And he's like, look at you. Never afraid to get back up once you've fallen down. And you, as a 6-year-old, you look into this smiling, warm face and these sparkly eyes of what is not quite your father figure, because you have Peepaw, but this protector in your life that you know that no matter what happens, this man will never leave you. And then as Kit walks through the bush behind you, you snap back to that reality of he's gone.
In front of you, see Harry Potter.
No. In front of all of you, is a grotto. This place is kind of overrun with weeds. There's like the rusty remains of some monkey bars on the ground. There's a slide just on its side. And you all kind of file in. If everybody wants to roll me a perception check, and Holly, you can do it with advantage.
Oh boy. 23.
18.
12.
Okay. So Kit doesn't really see this because he's very focused on what we need to get done. You can see this one patch of grass that's like, it's all kind of overrun, and then there's this one little awkward empty spot, and you're like, it looks like something should have been there. The seesaw's gone.
Okay.
No peepaw seesaw.
But you all continue to just kind of like file in, and Dot is like, well, I mean, this is where they were. And Bohemian's like, there must be something somewhere around here.
Can I like look on the edge of the trees, like to see?
So you look on the edge of the. Roll me your perception. I'll make you roll.
16.
So you look around, and like it's this big circle of a grotto, and the side is just it's almost unreal that it's all walled in, but there is no other entryway or exit than where you just came from.
Can I go inspect the missing seesaw patch?
Mm-hmm. It's just a patch of grass. There's really nothing there.
There's no sign of it being dragged away or anything?
Roll me a perception. Are either of you doing anything at the same time?
I'm doing the same thing that she's doing.
So you're
15.
Okay.
Kid will just kind of look around in general.
Okay. Does he look at any of the specific things that like?
He'll check the slide, I guess.
Okay. You roll me a perception.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay. So right as you see that, like, oh, there actually is some kind of bent grass heading off in the slide direction, you'll see that the slide was knocked over. There is no longer a ladder. There is a hole with what looks like a childlike ladder going down it.
I found something.
What did you find?
It seems to be a pit heading down with the ladder from the slide.
Just gonna saunter on over, like look at it.
Dot's with you. You all kind of like,
So it's just a hole in the ground?
There's just a hole in the ground, and like there's like the ladder doesn't even go straight down. It's at a little bit of an angle. It looks big enough that Igneas could fit through it. Like it's just this dug out hole in the ground, and it goes deeper than you can see.
Kid will look at Bohemian and go, "You think that would fit the creature?"
Well, I don't know how big this creature is, besides big. But if it's big enough for Igneas, then I would assume yes.
Charlie's gonna start going down the hole.
As like Dot turns her back to you, to the party, or the rest of the party, and she's like, all right, now we don't know what's down there. So,
Where are you going, Trolli?
Trolli! And she,
Deer in headlights.
Wait for us.
she, I guess we're going down there. And she just starts climbing down.
I said, no, she's still going.
Yeah, no, she just starts following you.
Kid will follow after.
I'm going in.
Bohemian will take the rear.
Careful on the ladder, you two.
As soon as you're like, the ladder isn't that tall. It's off of like a fucking child, like a playground slide.
Right.
And once you get down from the ladder, it just continues to go down, but at an incline that you can just walk. And it's getting darker and darker and darker, but there's still just enough sunlight that you guys can kind of go for a little bit. And we can place all the minis down where Igneas technically already is, but you can move the napkin. I'm gonna have to get up a lot of times to
Oh,
do this.
man.
Oh, dear.
So, you get to a point. Bohemian is in the back. You get to a point where I'm not even gonna sit down again. Not yet. What do I do? Okay, so you get to a point where you get into like you can see that the walls kind of veer off to the sides, but very quickly is it just pitch black. Dot is like, Well, can't fucking see. And she's terrified. And you can hear how terrified. You can almost, like, occasionally you'll feel her bump you a little bit as she's, like, shaking a little bit.
Do we have torches with us?
I was going to say, I should have torches in my kit. I have a Dungeoneer's pack.
Yes. You all have torches with you.
So we can light torches.
As does Dot, but
Yeah.
she is too scared to remember.
Dot.
Yeah.
Your torch, sweetie.
don't you have torches?
My torch is right.
Your
And she,
light.
takes her bag.
If you don't
and-
mind holding one for me, because if I need to turn to an animal, then I can't hold it.
That's
I can hold one. I only need one hand to attack.
Yeah. And Bohemian chimes in like, I too can just, I'll hold one, it's fine. And then, if you want one, but it will affect you in combat.
I
It's
don't
already
feel
affecting
like
We've
Bohemian
got 3 people
we've
holding
got 3
torches.
people. We probably.
Okay. So torches are handed out, and they are lit. To reveal this big old room. Excuse me. And I need minis.
Nice.
You need what?
Minis.
Minis.
Did I not give you that little box of minis?
Oh, it's upstairs. I'll be right back, gang.
Well, then while you're up there, I'm going to use the bathroom.
While you're up there, I'm going to talk shit.
Okay. I'll have it on recording, so it's fine.
By talk shit, I mean I'm going to go bother Quarter.
You're gonna go bother the baby.
Can't run away from me this time. You can, but I'll stop.
How tall is Kit again?
6 foot even.
Okay. Why you laugh?
Why you hit me?
Because you're grounded.
I want to go over there and pet Dopey, but I'd be behind the leg.
That's true. But I can pet Dopey.
She was doping real hard a few nights ago.
Yeah.
Do you remember that, Raven?
Yeah.
She kind of just sat and like licked your hand for 20 minutes.
Yep.
I haven't seen Gimpy this whole time.
Gimpy doesn't live
Gimpy
here.
doesn't live here anymore.
I took her home. Yeah.
That's not fair.
No more Gimp.
Can I have one of these?
Yeah. There might be a cold one in the fridge. Replace it. Kitty.
Drank in months.
Is it like okay for you to have it?
I prefer a diet, but this will be fine for now.
Okay.
I'm thirsty. I've been drinking water all day.
There's milk in there.
You know.
Speaking of water, I barely had a sip of mine. Okay.
It's not whole though.
That's fine. I don't drink whole milk.
Oh, okay.
I'm here. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm also here. I can hear you.
So pretty much like right as you guys light these torches, as you light them, you see this whole room, and in the middle of it, there are 3 trash canning creatures with their backs to you that just kind of do like the cliche horror movie, like freak out a little bit.
Yeah.
However, there's one here. I'll say there. And one here. But in the middle, there's one that is like twice as big, and it's like the size of Kid.
Oof.
And as you hear a quick like, found him. Everybody roll initiative,
Found him.
including me twice.
3 times. Well, unless you're putting Bohemian in Dot.
allies.
Yeah.
There'd be allies.
Oh yeah, I need to apply a long rest.
Okay. Since there's not many of us, what did you roll?
17.
Okay. What did you roll?
17
My dex is +3.
plus 3.
Hmm.
You go again.
Roll again.
10.
Soft 20.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you rolled a 10. Well, but you would still grab her.
Yeah.
10.
Whatever happened to the allies card you made me?
I put it with those.
Thank you. You got it nice split down the middle.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Let me open up my. Okay, it is Charlie's turn.
Okay, bonus action, Barkskin, so my AC is now 16.
Okay.
And I will be wild shaping into a bear,
Okay.
so you can change my card, since they gave
Right.
me 2 cards
Yes.
for it. Yeah.
Nice. It's pink too. I love it.
Oh, are these 10 or 5-foot squares right now?
Right now, we'll say 5. It will not be 5 the entire
Okay. That's why
Just
I was
because this
asking.
room is big enough.
That's why I was asking.
I'm going to base up to this one and
Oh, if I start.
hit him with my claws and my bite.
Okay.
A blue one will be the first one, which is bite. Blue is bite. I don't think the bite hits. It's an 8 to hit.
For one of the smaller ones?
Yeah.
No.
Claws is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
That is, I can do math. 14 damage,
Okay.
and that is my turn.
Okay. So kind of like, but still. Your turn.
I assume I'm in this square here.
Yeah.
10, 15, 20. I'm going to move up to the big guy.
Okay.
I am going to use one of my fighting spirits for the day. Gives me 5 temp HP
Okay.
and advantage on this attack. There it is. That is a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Cool. For 17 damage.
Okay. Okay. So it's the enemy's turn.
Actually, since I'm holding a torch in my offhand, well, no, I'm not gonna do that because I have a great sword for a. Yeah, never mind. I feel like that would be busted.
A little bit. Whatever you were about to say.
Well, because in technicality, since I have an offhand quote unquote weapon, I could attack as a bonus action, but I'm not gonna do that because that's absolutely busted.
The smaller goblin in front of Trolli is going to attack Trolli. That does not hit. I'm not used to your AC being different.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. But thank you for the cards. That was very nice of you. But it doesn't hit. The big boy is going to go for Kit. That is going to hit. On this. I do not roll a d20 for damage.
I would hope not.
And that is going to do 9 damage to Kit.
Okay.
And then the other, I don't know where my laser pointer is, so. The other small guy, the little black one, that guy there, he's actually going to dash up to Dot. As Dot's like fumbling to pull a bow out.
Then that would mean that I get an attack opportunity.
You do.
Okay. And it's an advantage because of my fighting spirit.
It would let me finish my sentence as well.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, my sentence is going to be which gives you an attack
yeah.
opportunity.
18 plus 6, 24. I assume that hits.
Yes.
For 16 damage.
It just dies. You just cleave its legs
Just
off.
Never made it.
Clothesline!
It's like the top half of its body like tumbles toward Dot.
Yeah. So it's dead. So Igneas, it is your turn.
Are both of those Dragonborn figures?
Yeah, Dot is a Dragonborn as well.
Oh, okay.
Dot came alongside Bohemian, so I just made a generic Dragonborn.
I was like, is there 2 Bohemians?
No, I wanted the Bohemian mini for Bohemian,
Right.
and then I just got another one, so it's Dot for now.
I can bring my random people bin next
No,
time if
it's
you
fine.
want.
It's fine.
What I'm gonna do is move here
Okay.
and attack big dude. Reckless attack, and I'm raging.
Okay.
So, wow. Both 5s on my advantage
Ooh.
roll.
Yikes.
So an 11.
Nope.
No.
Yikes.
Damn. 5 on both fucking dice.
I know how that is.
Anything else?
I can't do anything else.
Just thought I feel bad, so I wanted to be sure there wasn't any other tool in your
Nope.
arsenal.
My advantage got me 2 5s, and now everyone has advantage against me.
Okay.
To be fair, this thing's probably gonna attack me since I just cleaved one of its friends in half after cutting into it.
Probably.
I need to have a lot of things open right now.
Is this thing also a goblin, by the way? Is it like a trash hobgoblin?
It's a trash. Do you mean like stat block wise, or do you mean physically?
Like, yeah, what does it look like?
Physically, it just looks a little bit more like. Even the goblins don't look as much like goblins.
Right.
They look like just little like deformed things, but they're called goblins because they're fucking little goblins. This just looks like a bigger deformed thing.
Okay.
It looks more deformed than the smaller ones.
It's a bloblin.
Bohemian is gonna move up to Big Boy next to Kit. Then he's gonna like kind of nod at you, like, yes, good job. And then he's gonna actually hold on. I have to roll again for him. Okay, it's literally the same thing. He's even though he's only using one hand for this fucking greatsword, because he's still holding the goddamn torch, he still brings it in and brings it down on this thing. It does hit. And that is gonna be
A one-head greatsword users.
9 damage from Bohemian.
I feel like whenever I like ran up to this thing, the other little goblin was like running past me, and the reason I cut him in half was because I was just swinging into the other guy and happened to just shink. Whoops.
Meanwhile, Dot is gonna move here and ready her bow and aim for him. I'm switching between a lot of things right now. I hope you guys are well aware.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I know.
And she crits.
Nice.
Nice,
good for her.
That thing with 1 HP is dead.
Nice.
That's my fucking sister! Like, she fucking lets it rip. Like any fear you saw in her body is gone as soon as Trolli's put in any kind of real danger. She's just fucking like, she's a ranger, but she's screaming like a barbarian. She fucking shoots this bow.
It just fucking pins it to the wall. Like,
Yeah.
Damn.
And that brings it back to Trolli.
Nice. I'm going to right there. Hit with my multi-attack. The first one is a 21 to hit.
Okay.
With 8 damage.
Okay.
The second one is a 17 to hit.
Okay.
And it is, I can math, is 10 damage.
What was the first one again?
The first one was 8.
Okay.
So 18 total.
Okay. Okay.
And that is my turn.
This thing's kind of like making big monster noises at you, but it's got a deep voice, but it's also the size of you. But it's very clearly hurting. Okay.
Okay. 17 to hit.
Yep.
11 damage.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Do math. Okay. This thing, and it, since you just hit it, it swings at you again. It's a little bit panicking because its two friends were just slaughtered really quickly.
Yeah. And it's surrounded.
Yeah, that is going to hit.
Damn. My
Both
extra AC has not been doing much.
both
for
of
me.
these are literally just hitting.
No, oh my god.
Ooh, you do not need that many dice, Mr. Monster.
Nice.
It only does 5 damage.
Okay.
Igneas.
Okay, I'll kind of like, because I missed the first swing, so I'm assuming that at this point I'm going to be like bringing the weapon around to maybe do like more of a downward.
Mm-hmm.
Same deal as last time. Reckless. 12 plus 6 is, I
That
can do
hits.
math, 18, okay. And then it's 2d6 plus 6. Do I have a thing that lets me?
Oh, your mace counts as a greatsword. Okay.
No, it doesn't. It's a maul.
But you said 2d6
Yeah,
damage.
it's a,
Does a maul does the same thing as a greatsword?
yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Fucking, 7 damage. Goddamn.
Okay.
Wait, didn't you say 2d6 plus 6?
Yeah. I rolled a 1.
But
Plus 6 is a 7. Plus the other d6.
What?
2d6 plus 6 is a minimum of 8. Because even if you roll a 1 on both dice...
Because if you rolled a 1 and a 4, that's 5. Plus 6 would be 11 damage.
Okay, 11 damage.
And then it's Bohemian's turn.
All those times I said, when am I ever going to use math in my adult life?
Who would have known that my main hobby would be so mathy?
That is the wrong thing I pulled up. So Bohemian is like, yes! Like, see, he's just happy to be killing this thing. But he gives you a nod of like, good job, Igneas. I will now finish him off.
I'll give him a nod back.
Good job, go.
Yeah,
You're not next to him.
yeah, you're over there.
You're not swinging a big-ass weapon.
I'm a bear.
That
You are a big-ass weapon.
That hits and that kills. And so, so like, it cleaves down the middle a little bit, and then like it doesn't to the belly button is where it's
Right.
half, and it falls back to the ground. And it's bleeding out a little bit, but it's still kind of like trying to communicate in any real way. And like this thing suddenly looks a little helpless. Its eyes water a little bit. And then Bohemian raises a sword again and just brings it down again, and it's dead. Well, that's one mystery solved. And he turns towards you, and he's like, Kit, forgive me, but not that I don't care for the Gumptions. I do. However, I believe the main threat has been eliminated.
Sure if that was the big one.
That's bigger than one I've ever seen.
With how large these tunnels are, I don't feel that they would have them if only for that creature.
That's a fair point. However,
Plus it also feels a little anticlimactic.
The bear's gonna start walking toward the next available entrance.
give me a second.
Okay.
Kit, with everything you've told me, He glances towards the others because he's not quite sure who knows what at this point. But with everything you've told me, there's a lot of work to be done, and I don't think we need
This is
5 of us here.
Do I know that this is where we're supposed to go to get the coconuts?
No.
No.
Oh,
There's no.
Trolli.
I'm a bear.
Hold on. What is that?
Oh, right.
It's a cat.
What are they doing? I just want to make sure they're not like stuck somewhere.
Yeah, let me
I've
check.
seen all 4 cats though.
I know, but like,
She's a bear. She can't answer.
Right.
anyway.
no, you can answer. Because remember, I established
Oh,
like
yeah,
fuck it,
the
the
gummy
gummy animals
animals
can
can
like
talk.
if they're a druid they can talk.
Okay, so what was the question then?
Trolli.
Hey.
Did you ever get any information on where to find those things?
I'm more concerned about finding my sisters, to be honest.
Well, I'm aware, but also we need other information, and he's gonna start like walking to like catch up with you.
You will remember that like last night Dot had said like, oh, I think I remember seeing them in that grotto.
Well, she's.
You didn't see any on the way in, but
Her main concern is to
Yeah.
find her sisters.
and Bohemian, as you start to walk away to go with Trolli, he's just. Regardless, there's a lot to be done. As disappointing as it may have been, we have defeated the bigger monster. I need to go.
Right.
If you ever need me again, I'm sure you can contact Fudge.
Thank you.
And Bohemian leaves. And as he walks out, Dot... He's gone. Dot walks up to the party. Well, that was something.
We have to keep going.
Okay.
I'm still saying we should rescue your sisters, of course. I just wanted to know if you had found anything out.
Everyone roll me a perception
We
check.
can talk about it later.
17.
24.
9.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
You don't notice it because it looks like everyone you've ever met. There is nowhere to go in this room, but there is a big rock in the corner.
Oh, hey, Bill.
It doesn't
You're Bill,
stand out
right?
to me as weird.
Oh yeah, big rock. That's fucking
Dude
everywhere.
sitting there.
Yeah, just some guy.
Egg,
Huh?
can you go move that rock?
Which one?
The ones with nose, that one.
Okay. I'm gonna go and try to move it. I'm assuming that's the.
Yes, that is the rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and try to like move it aside.
Give me a strength check, please, and thank you, my friend.
Athletics, I'm assuming.
Sure.
14.
It like budges a little bit, like, and you feel as though, almost as if you were just slightly less of a pussy, like 1 point on the pussy scale less, you would be able to move this rock.
Can I assist?
Can I try again?
Yeah, I was just saying, can I help?
You two can both assist.
The bear's strong. She can do
Yeah.
it. The bear's not strong.
16.
To be fair, it was a 14 with an 8 on the die.
So hold on, what was your total then?
14.
Oh no, I
14.
thought for some reason I was talking about as 14 plus 8, and I was
No.
like, why didn't you say that?
No.
Okay.
The bear's not strong.
You rolled a what?
16.
Okay, so as Igneas is like, I feel like I can do it, and you as a fucking bear is like, I feel like we can do it. Kid is like, we probably could, and then the three of you combined, but not until Kit chimes in, push this big boulder
I
out of
rolled
the
a
way.
7, so I feel like I pushed my pockets. I was like, nah, they can handle it.
It was a 15 because it was supposed to be Igneas, and I was like, Igneas is big as fuck. No way he won't hit a
I
15.
rolled-
I think
low.
we have the same strength and athletics bonus.
I think so. Mine's 6.
So is mine.
I was like, oh, they'll get this. In worst case scenario, if they don't, I'll just have all three of them do it. So 14. Okay,
So
you're
because I
just
didn't
barely-
roll a 9 or higher.
Yeah. You rolled a. You feel like if you were just roughly 1 point less of a pussy, you would be able to push this rock.
So,
And as you push that rock,
I was just. Can I push that rock?
as you push that rock, I don't really care which direction you push it in as long as it's not forward.
Oh,
can't.
damn, I pushed it.
I push it down.
Kit die.
I push it up. Rocks fall. I
You
die.
start to uncover.
You fall. You die.
Like, this is gonna be tough. There's an entryway here.
I'm going in.
Okay.
Kit will follow.
This is just your marching order. Do you? Dot is again like.
I was about to say,
We're going
Kit
deeper.
will say, Dot, you should be just behind me. Igneas is much more sturdy than you.
It's true, Iggy. You are a lot more sturdy
Look
than
at
I
you
am.
calling him by his name.
So I'm assuming. Yeah, okay, that works fine. Were you
He
holding?
did call me by my name.
He did.
Were you holding a torch?
I'm a bear.
That doesn't answer my question.
No.
No.
You hold in your mouth. I don't know.
She said specifically because
so
of that
as,
problem.
So
she
as the
wasn't-
one person not holding a torch leads the way into this room.
Don't bears have dark vision?
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay. Follow-up question. Were you holding a torch?
Yes.
Were you?
No.
No, no.
Bohemian was, and I just realized he left.
It's
And
Dot
Dot was
Kit.
also holding
Okay.
a torch, but I'm
Okay.
assuming she had dropped it when she pulled her bow.
Yeah.
She picked it back up.
Yeah, I was like, did she pick it
She'll pick it back up and hand it to you for now.
Okay.
So you all make your way.
Kit will
into
tell
here.
Trolli, would you like to hold the torch, or do you want me to go first?
I'm a bear.
Everyone needs to see, Trolli.
I have dark vision.
That doesn't let them see.
But if there's a torch, then they can both see, right?
Well, yeah, but
Okay,
like,
put the torch in my mouth. Like sideways.
just fucking jabs fired down your throat. Anyway, regardless, you're all able to fucking see. You make it into this room. It's another big open cave. This time with a lot of a black liquid running down the middle. And when I say running, it's not quite running. It's like a moat. It's just.
It's like Googling.
It's yeah. Matter of fact, it is quite like. And as you all file in, I'm doing this because there's no reason not to. You guys are fine. Dot is like, ooh.
Would I, looking a little closer at the liquid, does it seem to be like rainbowy at all?
No.
Okay.
Can I smell it for like any kind of
Sure.
like
They
if
have,
it
she has
smells-
heightened sense of
Yeah.
smell.
if it smells off
Roll me a history check.
history. That's not what I expected. That is a 13.
Okay. You recognize that this is just like raw, like straight from a glass bottle soda.
Okay.
And as I don't know if you try to tell the party that, but if you do, it comes all about right from the bottle. Like, and when I say straight from the bottle, it's not as though somebody poured this from a bottle. It's just like
I'll take the torch back.
the level of
Like
the
level.
soda that we would get out of a glass bottle
Yeah.
isn't here.
She's gonna like gesture her like take that torch. This is soda. This is just soda.
And Dot kind of like, hold on now. This isn't just soda. This is like the raw stuff. And as she's speaking, it's continuing to like fizz and bubble a little bit at the top. And she's like, this is being carbonated from the minerals very deep underground. That is probably gonna hurt if we go in there. I don't know how deep that is. If it was just a little bit, probably would only tickle a little bit. But I can't see the bottom, so I don't know how deep this is.
Right. And then I want to start marching that way.
This way?
Yep.
Okay.
Because
Can we see that there's like an entrance over there?
As you guys start to get closer, roll me a perception check.
Nope.
19.
10.
You're focused on like fucking soda, and for you, there's just more rocks, and that is that Kyle? No. Like, whereas for you, you can see some light flickering down this way.
I think we need to go over here. And then she's just gonna start going.
Okay.
Okay.
She is not waiting for y'all.
I'm following, but I want to make sure that Dot's in front of me.
Right. And as you get to over here, you start to find this narrow little hallway.
I'm going down the hallway.
You're just going straight down the hallway.
Don't say that.
I just want to clarify that what you are trying to do is charge down this hallway.
Trolli, do not charge down hallways. We don't know what is in here.
Okay, can I inspect it for traps?
Sure thing.
What do I have to roll?
Perception?
Investigation.
Investigate.
Perception is usually
Either.
what you choose.
Whichever one of those you would like, I guess.
11?
It sure is a cave wall, and a cave floor, and a cave ceiling.
It looks safe to me. I'm going down.
I like that every character you ever play looks like, no, beginning of the campaign, she's in front, she runs in.
No, this is different in this particular sense. Her
Okay.
sisters are in
Okay.
Ogre.
Okay. Every campaign is a new excuse to be this way.
I gotta be in the front.
Right. So
I'm
you just
going now.
Play
It
a
looks safe
tank.
enough to me, apparently.
okay. You roll down. You just run down the
She
hallway.
is playing a tank,
I'm not,
actually.
yeah, I guess.
You go down the hallway.
well,
You go down the
how-
hallway. It
how
looks safe
high
enough.
is it?
It looks. It's safe enough that like you can.
Easily get through because I'm
Yeah.
a large beast?
Yes.
Okay.
Again, let's ignore how this is drawn. These very big
Yeah,
squares.
no, I understand.
I'm
You
not-
can
yeah,
fit
sure,
through
we'll just
about
go.
like one at a time. It's a tight squeeze for you. You can fit.
I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm
I like
running
how-
down.
As you
large-
run down this hallway, everyone roll for initiative.
I like how the large creature bear has no problem, but then the medium creature technically
happened to-
Igneas does.
Yeah.
You got 20.
Yeah.
I could tell by the.
Shut the fuck up. That doesn't make it put me first, doesn't it?
Huh?
And all it does is put me first.
Yeah,
Well,
which
Garrett
you already,
needs to go first.
you already were, so. I'm gonna take these down for a sec.
Okay, well, let's just go ahead and...
Hmm. Just gonna go ahead and put you guys there. They also crit. And then.
Did you crit again?
Okay.
Shit, she did.
You're definitely down here. What did you roll?
What was that?
That's Dot.
You have the card flipped backwards.
That's Dot.
There you go.
I forgot to
Where are the other
realize
two?
on the other side.
What did you roll?
15.
Okay, what did you roll?
13.
Okay.
Sorry, just you go last, and I see a blank card enter the fray, and I'm like,
are we fighting a ghost?
You're fighting the ghost of that thing. Oh, that'd be a neat idea. You kill something in room 1, but have to keep fighting its ghost. throughout the dungeon.
That's actually a really fucking cool idea.
And it keeps adapting to whoever you killed it last time. That actually fucking sick.
That
Wait,
might be like a high level
damage.
boss.
Raven, about an hour and 18 minutes into this recording, you have a great idea. Just remember that.
Fucking write that shit down.
Okay.
I like how you said that into the recording.
Nah, because then I just have to let one of you guys listen to it, and you could be like, oh, hey, Raven, by the way, about an hour and 18 minutes in, you have a great idea.
You're right.
Ah, shit, yeah, we'll go listen to that.
That fucks.
And then I'm just going to very quickly write this out for myself.
Is the one on the left one of the big dudes again?
No. I'm just... No.
Normal problem?
Yeah. Normal little track album. No big deal.
He's just kind of lanky, that's all.
He's a little lanky.
Okay, well, Trolli, you are up first.
Oh, is she?
Put me up to the nearest person.
They're all like.
They're all about the
equidistant.
same distance.
Okay, put
You
me
can
to the
technically
one...
base up to literally all of them.
Put me in between the white and the blue one, or the white and the black one. The one closest to you, God, is getting the bite first.
Okay.
It's a nat 20,
Okay.
so the total damage is 18.
Okay, you bite it in half.
And then
Tastes
I
like shit.
And I can't use my attack on the next one, can't I?
You can.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Oh, because I'm next to it?
Yeah.
Oh,
You just can't move and attack.
right. I turn to face the white one, and it is a 18 to hit
Okay.
with a total of 13 damage.
Okay.
I'm fucking pissed.
Damn.
I went in here and
See?
ate that thing. Ate that thing whole.
It tastes like shit.
Threw it back up.
What do you do with the one you bit in half as like you're holding it in your mouth? What do you do with it?
Can I spit it at the one that I'm about to hit next?
Sure.
I like bite it in half and then I look over and I spit it at it and then I go with my claws.
So it's like it looks scared of you. Like it cries a little bit.
Okay.
But it's still kind of like goes to swing at you. And that is gonna that hits.
You have my 16?
Yes.
Okay.
A soft 20 definitely hits you. Stop looking at my name. Where's the dice I want? This one right here. I'm gonna hit you with the dice you gave me. For 8 damage. And then this one, I'm gonna say this room's a little bigger than it looks. So you're not actually based up to this one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna come over to where Kit is.
Suddenly these are 10-foot squares?
Yeah, listen, I'm working with what I got.
Even
all right?
then, she wouldn't have gotten attack of opportunity.
Because it was here. And
Yeah.
she's here.
But I get one reaction, so...
Well, I never left her threat range, is
Yeah.
the point.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's a good point.
It's still within the square.
And it's gonna swing at Kit for that hits for 9 damage.
Damn, these things hit kind of hard.
But
I am
it
bloodied.
rolled max damage just
Right.
then.
I am bloodied.
Okay. And then speaking of Kit, it is Kit's turn.
Kit is going to use Second Wind. I roll a d10. There it is. 9 plus my con, I think it is. Where is it? Plus level. Same thing anyway. So I heal for 12. And then I'm going to, like, try to grapple this thing by, like, grabbing it by, like, the neck and, like, I'm gonna drop the torch and, like, grab it by the neck and, like, push it against the wall and, like, put my sword against it.
Okay.
17?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm just gonna go, can you speak? Like, I'm not, like,
Yeah,
I'm not-
it just
okay.
gurgles at you.
and then he's just gonna kind of, like, look at one of them beside him and just kill it.
Okay. Igneas, it's your turn.
Uh,
I'm going to go ahead and say, again, this. So at this point, it's more like this for these two.
Right.
So you
Right.
can move up and kill it if you'd like.
okay, I'm gonna move up and, like, try to bludgeon it in the head.
I'm going to let you roll with advantage even without reckless.
Okay. 23 to hit?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Actually, this thing starts growing bigger. Oh, shit.
6 damage.
Okay.
Wait. 10 damage.
10 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you like more D6s in the style of the one you just showed me?
No thanks.
Okay. You have a lot of dice.
I see that.
And as you bring your big old jawbreaker, like,
Yeah.
it definitely caves in a little bit. It's, we're not going to do this because this is D&D combat, but, like, you can kind of tell, like, if I don't kill this thing now, I could just leave it here and it'd die in, like, an hour. But Dot isn't quite close enough to see that. So Dot will be like, I got it! And, like, draw her bow again. And her arrow just into the wall over here. It doesn't hit you, but like it goes right past you.
It's just.
I didn't have it. Don't make it weird. Making it weird.
Weird man.
The weird man. The weird wrinkly man. I like that you're not that old, but she's like,
right.
You fucking wrinkly
I
piece
also
of
don't
shit.
imagine me as wrinkled.
Neither do I. But she's like, you're older than me, you're wrinkly.
Just the same way.
Does that mean Peepaw's wrinkly?
Peepaw's dumb wrinkly.
She's like 27.
Yeah, she's not young either. She is 27 years old. But, you know, she's got the heart of a teenager.
She's got the
But
vibe.
only in the good ways.
You said you're wrinkly the same way that you say chula. You slut.
You slut. You're wrinkly. You're weird. You're making it weird. Trolli, it is your turn.
I'm multi-attack, biting, hit, 13 to hit.
No.
Okay, then that doesn't hit. Claws are a 17 on the die plus 5, so
Okay.
yeah. Like mad 13 damage.
It's dead.
Drop it.
Yes.
And you claw it in a particular way, or just you claw it?
Hit its face with my paw, and then with that like momentum, push it to the ground, and then squish it underneath my weight.
Okay. So it gets pushed into the ground. Its head squishes, and like in that brief moment between your paw like pressing and it not being squished, it's like kind of like what's happening, and then you kill it.
Okay. I feel like shit if these are actual like candy people.
I mean, that's why Kit was like, "Can you speak?" Like, he's like, "You can." So even if you are a real candy person, I'm putting you out of your misery.
Yeah, at that point.
The one that's still being pinned up against the wall will make an opposed strength check. Honestly, I'm gonna let you roll first.
Not 20.
It's not gonna. Literally, it's not gonna.
It has given up.
So it just starts kind of like, it's like kicking and like trying to fathom a way to survive, and it's not your turn, Kit.
Kit's going to say, "One last chance. Can you understand me? Point at the rock if you can."
It just keeps flailing.
19 to hit.
It does.
Okay. Well, that proves that they aren't sapient. Or at least they're really stupid if they are.
Well,
I'd like to look around, please.
okay, roll me a perception check. As meanwhile, Dot's back here like, why are you being so... Just kill it. You don't gotta... I don't know what you're into.
Because if it's intelligent enough to tell us where your sisters are...
17, then I watched it fall back over.
Fair enough. But, I don't know, you were awfully harsh about it. And I'm gonna be honest. A little bit weird. What did you roll? I'm
A
sorry.
9.
I thought it was perfectly sensible.
Can I try again?
There's like a bunch of just kind of shit in here.
This is the bathroom.
No, not literal shit.
Oh, okay.
Like just stuff thrown around, as well as next to you, this big hole in the ground
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you were gonna like chuck him down the pit.
that you can't see a bottom to.
Can I drop a torch down there and see a lit torch?
Just take my torch off the ground.
Yeah, so you drop a torch and it just kind of seems to go for a really long time.
Like to a point where the light goes away?
Yeah.
Damn, okay. Best
Roll
not to-
me a perception check.
Come on now. 12?
Yeah, it just falls till the flame disappears.
Okay. Best if we don't fall into there accidentally.
Can I also roll since I was watching her throw my torch in a hole?
Did you move up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, roll me a perception check.
13.
So you still... Paulinus was 1 point less of a pussy. You still see nothing down the hole. But amongst all of the random trash and bits and bobs thrown around the room, some of it's just like sheets of metal. You know, there is like a battered seesaw.
Trolli,
Yes.
was that up in the grotto before?
Bear head turn. That's my seesaw. What?
Did you say Peepaw? Like if she's back there.
I thought you were gonna say his Hans is like climbing down.
I decided to swap out Bohemian for Hans. I got bored.
I heard Peepaw and came running.
Our seesaw's down here.
A seesaw?
Yeah,
Iggy, you ever been on a seesaw?
the seesaw.
Iggy, you ever been on a seesaw?
Oh, sorry, I missed it.
Iggy, you okay?
I missed that you said my name. You said it so fast.
She like pats you on the arm. You scared, Iggy? Because I'll tell you what, I'm not scared.
Anyway, no, I have never been on a seesaw.
Okay, are you scared?
No.
Okay. Are you sure?
Are you scared?
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't worry, sugar rock little hand.
Okay.
Make an effort to be less scared. Anyway, and she like pushes past you. She tries to push past you, but like you're fucking heavy, so she just kind of like.
I move out
Anyway,
of the way
like,
for her to let her have that.
Huh. That's queer. Why are you telling me this? Like, what's up with the hole? I was back there the whole time.
We need to turn around. This is not where we need to be. We need to somehow figure out how to get across that little river.
Okay. If only we had some kind of long piece of wood
Can you
that we could
grab
then
that
put
seesaw?
over the gap.
Yeah, I can.
Ig is gonna grab the seesaw.
Okay. Oh, that might work.
Dot, how about you just sit still and look pretty for us, okay?
You talking down to me?
I'm
I
saying
am
that you
8
look
years.
scared.
I don't know what you're talking about. She said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Meet me up at the river when you grab it. And I'm just gonna head back up here.
Kid will head over to the river with you.
Roll me a strength check.
He's like, kid, I need help.
Just raw fucking muscle.
13.
Yeah. This thing's not that heavy.
Wait, he doesn't have muscles.
Raw fucking rock.
You move us up here now.
I wish it had been the slide so that we could be like, rock slide.
It was gonna be, it's whatever she ended up picking in the flashback.
Oh,
Oh.
I see.
that's cute.
I thought it would be fun to leave. Why am I moving you?
He's not actually
He's coming
dead.
with us.
We made a new
He
friend.
really is sapient.
You knocked me into sentience.
Cool. I'm gonna name you Boblin.
Yeah, I thought it would be fun to let you role play in the flashback a little bit. Okay, so you
Threw me
guys.
off.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again if you
No,
hated
no,
it that
no,
much.
I know
Jesus!
that.
So you walked up to the soda river.
No.
You got this fucking big old seesaw.
You missed the chance of calling it the soda stream.
I'm sorry. What do you do?
Try to, like, lay it across the river in such a way that it creates a bridge to the other side.
Okay. It works. It's a little rickety.
Igneas, step on this side while we cross. I'll step on the other side as you cross.
Understood.
Not bad. So you guys do that. So Igneas, you step on this side. Kit, you successfully make it to the other side. It's not nearly as rickety because he's stepping on it. As soon as you're stepping on it, it's pretty rigid.
As I get to the other side, I'll like jam my sword into the opposite side that the stream is pushing, so that to give it some extra hold whenever he crosses.
Okay.
And then I will cross.
Okay.
As careful as a bear can go.
You cross, and then Dot's like, okay. She like, okay, just like walks across. And so Igneas, what do you do now that everyone else is across?
Kit's still in place, so I'm going to try to cross.
Okay. Roll me a dex check. You are very big and very heavy.
Jump.
13.
You make it. You make it to the other side. However, you all can kind of clearly see, even in the flickering torchlight, like it's a little caved in now. Any of you crossing it, I'm gonna just speak as your DM. Any of you crossing it, it's gonna be a check. You cannot cross it again.
I'm gonna pull the seesaw back onto our side,
Okay.
so that it doesn't get washed away.
Really quick, that was such smart thinking. I just didn't make any of you make saves except you. I didn't even think it. That's a really good idea.
That was a really good idea.
So you're on the other side of the soda stream, even though it's the soda lime-shaped lake because it's not moving.
Right. Oh,
just-
I
yeah.
thought
No.
you said it was flowing.
I describe it as that out of habit.
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh, it's a river. It's just there.
Oh, okay.
It's like
okay,
a moat.
okay.
It's the soda moat. The root beer moat.
Okay. I like that.
I like that a
Wish
lot.
I had thought of that like 9 hours ago.
Yeah.
When I was, like thinking like, what am I gonna fucking call this?
Okay, but I love that you did think of it.
Okay.
Root beer mode is great.
You're on the other side.
Okay, I'd like to go that way, please.
That way?
Yep.
There's a wall.
Cool, coming back down here. So what's over here?
That way?
Just where's the closest entrance? Or
Okay,
exit?
the closest archway you can see is this way.
I'm going down there.
I'll follow her with a newly lit torch because she threw mine down a hole.
What the fuck? That was mine.
I'm still making sure to keep myself behind Dot.
Okay.
Behind
Dot.
Oh yeah, my bad. I was burping.
Dot, don't slip into the river.
He slurped up some of the root beer moat and now he's burping.
And so you start to. You start. What are you laughing at?
What is that you made?
Do you just charge into a room again? Or everyone roll for initiative? No, it's too late. She already said she's doing it.
Okay.
Everybody roll for initiative as Trolli charges into this room.
I'm sorry.
Pretty consistent on my fucking.
With that done, I have to come back and fucking.
Is this more root beer?
Yes, there is another big circle of root beer. Dash back over here.
You forgot the laser pointer.
Fuck!
Right back to God.
That's fine. I'm a good DM. I want that, I'm sure. Everything's fine. I'm a good DM.
If only I hadn't already sent them out.
Christmas.
What did you roll?
16.
You're not Igneas.
I would hope not.
You dropped the card. Okay, what did you roll?
Soft 20.
Why do I bother taking yours away from the front? What did you roll?
Soft 20.
Oh.
What? Okay, then what did each of you roll?
I rolled a
19.
17 on the die.
19.
Okay. I feel really bad for Dot.
Okay, she's just in the back, like every comment, just okay.
I can do. I can do.
All right, here we go.
She wasn't supposed to be this scared, but she keeps rolling all the way down here. So it makes the most sense to be like she's still terrified. Like,
Right.
Okay, Igneas.
Well, gee. Can I get past everybody even?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'll make it to, like, I guess, here makes the most sense, I suppose.
Yeah.
I guess I just, like, rush fucking past everybody.
Doom, 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 doom. Boom!
You were so concerned that Trolli just kept running and you were like, wait, no!
Wait.
Got this attack with rage.
Oh.
17 to hit.
Yes.
How many rages have you gone through?
This is my second one.
Oh, okay.
We've had 3 combats.
15 damage.
Okay.
How does it look?
Not good. It's like, what did you... So you just fucking ran... fucking bring it down on him?
Yeah.
Once again, this thing, like, caves in. One eye is just kind of squished and it just...
Oh, God. That's horrific.
As you mutilate it a little bit.
Jesus.
Trolli.
That's my turn!
I just realized it's a lot more interesting for me to be like, you guys are fucking mutilating things. Like, that's the excitement.
Yeah.
Like Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
Multi-attack, my bite hits for 16.
That hits.
Okay. With a total of 7 damage.
Okay.
I assume that doesn't do anything, so we're gonna go with our claws, and it's a 24 to hit.
Okay.
With a total of 13 damage.
It dies.
Okay.
Just barely. Yeah, get that guy out of there. Okay, Kit.
I'm sorry, I still have move. No, I don't have movement.
I'm going to... These are 5 foot, right?
Yeah, sure. Stop
Okay. Alright, I'm going to move to here. I'm going to attack this one. 25 to hit.
Yep.
For, 14 damage.
Okay. It is the enemy's turn. I was like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, washing your mug. Thank you. The one right in front of Kit is going to attack Kit.
Oh, jeez.
Makes sense.
That does not hit. It kind of just like it goes to hit you, and it just kind of like it doesn't do anything. Did you reckless?
Yeah.
The one right in front of you goes to hit you. Okay. It crits on you. However, I will go with your suggestion of like I'm not going to max out the dice. I'll still roll both. I can do math. Actually, no, I have a calculator that can do math. Wow.
I really should start using my calculator app.
You take 13 damage.
Really, I take 7.
Yeah. And then from the back lines, from the half court, Dot is like, all right, this time I got it. Hits. Let's go.
Is she gonna move first?
No, she can just fucking. She has a straight line of sight.
Right.
That's true.
And Mr. Weirdo was like, just stay like away, and you can just shoot.
Yeah.
And he has a point.
Yeah.
That's the wrong kind of dice.
Do you have a short or a longbow?
It's a longbow.
Nice.
And that's gonna kill it.
Oh wow.
She's been very, quite literally hit or miss today.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah!
He'll just look at her and just nod.
Igneas.
I'm gonna continue fucking bludgeoning this thing to death. Are you fucking shitting me? Both threes.
You don't hit it.
I do not.
Your fucking dice are like twinsing it up over there.
What the fuck, dice?
Trolli.
Am I able to share space with Igneas, or do I have to go all the way around?
Sure.
You can say no.
Well, because ideally in my head, yes. But with these huge squares,
right.
Sure, yes.
Okay, well then...
It's not supposed to be quite this tight.
Right, okay.
We're going to start with a bite. That's an 8, so that's not going to hit.
Nope.
Well, then
Go
that's
in with
also
the
why I'm
claws.
asking if it's a 5 or a 10 in each room.
No, yeah, I know. But even with a 5, it's like...
Does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay, well then neither of my attacks hit.
Damn.
It's just gonna be like... Or are you done?
I can't do anything else.
Okay. It's just gonna be like...
Don't worry, guys.
How is this thing getting away from both of you? And he's gonna roll a 19. I was kind of hoping I would miss too.
That would have been great.
13 damage.
So as you fucking... How is this thing fucking alive? You go to bring anything, and it's kind of like... and you kill it.
Shing! And he's just gonna kind of deposit the body in the fucking root beer moat here.
So,
I'm gonna watch what happens to it.
as you do
I
that,
was curious.
it kind of it's stinging it really bad. It's not an instant and it's melted, but it is melting away. Assisted by the fact that this thing is already goopy trash. But everybody actually, now the combat's over, roll me a perception check. As Dot's coming in, you did it!
23.
20. Or soft 20.
7.
Okay. Once again, you realize, Igneas,
Yeah.
in your infinite wisdom,
Uh-huh.
that being underground,
Uh-huh.
you are surrounded by rock.
Yeah, there's a lot of rocks, huh?
Almost as if, bear with me here, when you're above ground, the earth beneath your feet is rock.
Yeah, it sure
And
is.
so by process of elimination, by being underground, rock is not only still beneath you, but above you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The two of you,
I just realized all that.
you're like, oh my god!
I just connected.
Now
all
that I've
those
gotten a
dots.
peepaw, it all
That's-
makes sense.
That's why they want to leave the earth on its own. It's just a big rock!
Peepaw's infinite wisdom has been pushed onto me. As soon as he adopted me, I see the world clearly now. It's rock.
The rain is gone.
That's like a meme of the brain explosion. Galaxy brain.
The two of you see a couple of things in this room. You see in this pool of root beer, or at this point it's root beer for the root beer moat, there's you see a few things spinning around, some of which is a little damaged, but not too bad, because the sizzling of caffeinated drinks is typically against living things. Right. You see a wallet, a couple gold coins, a potion, and a cream coconut floating in this pool.
Can I use my sword and just kind of, as it's coming around, just quickly try to scoop it out?
If you try, roll me a dex check.
Acrobatics or dex?
Dex.
It's the same either way. 21.
You try and you kind of nudge it a little bit, and it kind of bounces up, and then falls back in, and everything's just kind of swirling a little bit, but not now that you've moved the water, it's going to swirling, but not lowering. However, in that motion, some of the root beer gets onto the ground, and where you've noticed that it landed is open coconut shells.
When the wallet passes by again, can I try to grab it with the tip of my claws and stuff?
It's gonna hurt you really fucking bad, but if you want to try,
You're
And if
basically
you
reaching
fail,
into lava.
if you fail, you're still getting hurt. But if you would like to try, I'll allow it.
That's why I used my sword.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
As you're debating this, is there anything you want to try, or
Maybe just inspect like kind of the walls a little bit more closely. To see
as
if there's
you
any other entrances or exits besides this one right here.
as you look through the perimeter of the room, you notice two things. One, yes, there is another exit way that way, and two, there are a lot of open, empty coconut shells. Finally, Dot is standing there and like, Isn't it kind of weird that none of this is like going anywhere? Like it's just all clogged up here. It's like a clogged toilet. I mean, quite literally, it looks like poo, if I'm being frank with all of you. Don't make it weird.
You made it weird.
I didn't make it weird.
You kind of did.
Trolli, it's like that one time when you were little.
I find it more strange that it doesn't affect the coconut shells, seemingly.
That is a little weird, too. But it's like that one time you clogged a toilet when you were little. And what did Peepaw do to fix that? And she sits there and tries to remember however that was solved. Would you like to roll a history check to try to remember how Peepaw solved the clogged toilet?
Yes, please.
I don't know how...
That's a nat 20.
Okay, good, because I don't know how much the three of you know any kind of plumbing.
No.
So you can remember that what Peepaw did to unclog the toilet, because the plunger was broken that day. But Trolli, being some silly 8-year-old, put a bunch of, like, toilet paper in to see what would happen, and it clogged the toilet. Now, the way water works, especially in a clogged toilet, what you can hypothetically do is get a bunch of buckets of water and pour them in very quickly, and the water pressure will force it to empty. Mm-hmm. And that is how Peepaw solved that problem.
Okay.
We don't have any buckets.
If only there was something here
Oh.
that was an empty bowl-like object.
Oh.
I realized going halfway through this, like, they might not know, like, plumbing.
I didn't actually know that.
Yeah.
I knew of that, but I was trying to think of like what equivalent there would be here.
I will just relay my newfound knowledge that I've just remembered to everybody.
Okay. And Dot is like, that's right. Why did you put all that down there?
Oh, well, I was curious.
Okay.
Wanted to see what would happen.
Okay, so what you're saying is that we need to just pour a bunch of water into this, or rather, liquid. And that
Liquid that can fall quickly.
Most liquids fall at the same speed, Iggy.
No, thicker ones fall slowly.
That's more of a goo.
Liquid can still be thick and fall slowly, and therefore have very little pressure to work with when hitting.
Okay, well, regardless, if we just use more of the root beer, it'll fall all at the same speed. So, what's to stop us from taking some of these coconut shells and dipping it into this here pool and then pouring it right back into the pool?
Nothing.
Okay.
Kid's gonna grab a coconut half.
Doc, can you get half a coconut shell and try to get that wallet out of the goop, the soup?
Sure.
I
thought you wanted the coconut, but okay. She grabs pretty much a bucket and kind of just like, yeah, like trying to fish it out. I'm gonna have her roll for it. I need you guys roll, so.
Kid's gonna like stand nearby so that if she starts to slip, he can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What am I doing? So she gets it. After a couple of tries, she misses a few times. The water's still kind of swirling because of how much people are like shoving shit into it and moving around. But after 2 or 3 tries, she gets this wallet, and she kind of like takes the wallet out and dumps the rest of the soda back into this little pool. He has a wallet.
Well, what does it say inside? Is there an ID? Is there some? It came off of that monster.
No, the wallet was just in there.
Was it just
Yeah,
in
the
there?
wallet was just in there before
then
the monster.
Just look at it. What's inside of it?
Okay, and she opens the wallet. It's a wallet. Fucking 20 in here, though.
Does it belong to anyone in particular?
There's no ID or anything?
I mean, it's hardly readable. You can see, it's like you can't fucking read it. Imagine a wallet that you like, not a wallet, an ID that you fucked with a bunch. You can see a few things. You can see that this person came from Ilkdug, and you can see that the last letter of their name was an N.
Okay.
And there was a fucking 20 in there.
Dot, hang on to that while we.
Oh, I'll hang on to the 20. All right, you don't got to worry about it.
I meant the wallet.
Oh.
Can I
She
try
said she
to,
was about to chunk it back. Oh.
can I try to scoop out the coconut?
This is a weird question. On the ID, is it in color or not? The image.
There's like the image of the person.
Yeah.
You can tell by the rest of the wallet it would have been, or the ID it would have been in color. But the image is like you can't fucking.
Can you tell at all what colors like the gumminess of the person was?
You can't even
at
tell
all?
if it's gummy or not.
Okay. Continue. Sorry.
I was gonna try and take one of the halves to like scoop out the coconut that's swirling around in there.
You can try, however, the coconut is the same size, meaning that when you take the shell and the hole inside, a full coconut will be bigger.
I was gonna try and take 2 of them.
Oh, I mean, you could try if you would like.
If you lean too far, you might fall over. I'm not sure if your body would be able to handle that.
If I might ask, before you do that, Igneas, what happened to just unclogging this thing?
Oh, I wasn't convinced that we had a way to do that. Plus, if we unclog it, then won't that coconut wash away?
Well, I'm sure there's more coconuts.
But we have one right here.
That's a good point. Okay. Go for it.
What should I roll?
Roll. What did I have you roll before? Acrobatics? You know what? You're trying to do something pretty crazy with like 2 coconut shells, grabbing something that technically can't fit in them. Roll like sleight of hand.
16.
You get it.
Cool. I get it, and I'm just gonna hold on to it with the 2
So you have a cream coconut now.
All right, we're leaving.
What the fuck is a jolly? See you later. See you later, chump.
Cool.
You have a cream coconut now.
I'm really. Did I like ruin a thing that you had set up? Okay.
You might have ruined something for yourself, but it's fine.
Oh. Oh no.
So you have this cream coconut, and like I described before, it's like marble. It's actually kind of pretty looking. If you shake it, you can feel stuff sloshing in there. What do you do with it?
Well, I was gonna hold on to it and like keep it.
I can put it in my
your
bag.
hand.
Sure.
This thing, you can fit it in your bag. It takes up a majority of the space. Okay.
I'll still try to like put it in there and then like close my sack over it as much as I can.
Dot, what were you saying about unclogging this?
Well, I mean, I don't see a reason to imagine you got the coconut. I was just tossing ideas around.
Okay. Well, let's keep going.
And there's a chance that unclogging this could still be helpful. There is other items floating around in there.
There is still a potion and a few gold coins in there.
If we could get that potion, it could be quite useful.
Do you guys not have potions? I have
We
2.
have some, but
I have 2.
There's nothing wrong with having more, certainly.
none of us really possess much healing magic.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what.
I've got some.
If you guys want to stand here and unclog a pool of soda,
I'd rather not.
you can. I figure we got the coconut. And as you guys are chatting, from over that direction, down that little pathway, you hear like you hear like a loud fucking noise.
Oh, fuck.
Is it supposed to sound like a burp?
Sure, I guess.
Okay.
Bohemian may have been incorrect after all.
What do you mean?
Did you not hear that noise?
That was just Iggy.
No, it wasn't.
Iggy, that was just you.
No, it
I
was
go?
not.
Can I walk down this pathway?
Yes.
See what's down here.
Yes.
Trolli, maybe don't rush it. Never mind. And he'll just start following her.
It's too late. Dot's not allowed to be in the back.
Mm-mm.
As you come down this way, there is nothing in here. There's a lot of broken coconuts.
Broken nuts.
And another hole, it looks like.
Another hole in the ground, as well as I believe I said it was a palm and 2 fingers on a gummy hand.
Can I inspect the gummy here?
Sure.
What do you want me to roll? Investigation, perception?
Sure.
An 18 on the die.
You pass. Before I tell you, I have to use the bathroom.
No! Asshole.
I really do have to use the bathroom, so yeah.
Kid's just gonna look at his torch. Would you like me to huck another one down there?
No, it's fine. I'm more concerned about this hand in front of me.
It probably belongs to that guy.
Oh, well, yeah. I forgot about that.
He was missing his hand. I need to give him the card of my smith.
Look at that dopey doping over there.
Just dope him. Come here. Dopey.
There's something about her, like there's just no recognition in those eyes that she has any like idea of what's going on. Like you're clearly trying to call her over, but she doesn't even look like she's processing that much.
She's like, what's the noise?
It's like Mara.
No, because like you can see that like she's like attempting to process something and failing, whereas Mara just stops processing entirely.
And then anytime she starts processing again,
She was lumping this morning.
was she
Yeah.
lumping real hard?
Yeah. I'm like sitting there at my computer, like trying to get my new setup going all nice and optimized, and I just keep hearing like right behind me, and I'm just like, Mara, what do you want?
You have a new setup?
Yeah, I have a dual screen setup now.
Ooh.
I kind of stole the monitor from Holly.
Oh.
Buying it off of me.
Yeah. I got a dual monitor setup.
Oh, did you see what happened with the friend lock the other night?
I saw that you failed it.
Yeah.
Like episode 1.
Yeah, like 3 hours in, we failed it.
I felt bad. I was like, oh shit.
We came close to failing it 2 other times before that.
Yikes.
Our rival, the first battle, was a Mega V drill with Primordial C.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So, we couldn't use our fire attacks with our Torchic.
It's the hand of that fucking...
So you inspect this hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's missing its thumb and its forefinger.
Uh-huh.
It can still flip off.
What color is it?
We're getting there.
Oh, come on now.
It's got its middle finger, its ring finger, and its pinky finger.
Okay.
On the ring finger, there is a ring. And as you flip it over, you see the initial of the family's last name. It's a J. It's Golly Gumption's hand.
Fucking I knew it. Fucking knew it.
I'll take the ring and I guess also the hand, because Medium was like, if you have the hand, so I'm like, whatever, I'll take it, I guess.
So your bag is full of a coconut and a severed hand. And there's still this giant hole in the ground. Everybody
Okay.
roll me perception.
Oh. 13.
10.
6.
Deep hole.
I'm gonna throw another torch in.
Is the perception like smell based? Cool.
For specific reasons. You throw a torch in? And it doesn't make it quite as far as the last one, but then it does just disappear.
And I don't see anything just before it hits or anything. I feel like there's probably more pools of the soda down there.
That would be a smart guess.
I'm gonna look up at the ceiling over where the hole is. Does it... Baby!
Excuse you!
Does it seem to be dripping in any way? Is there stalactites up there?
It just looks like somebody fucking dug this area out.
Okay.
The holes in the ground are 100% not uniform. What looks like might have been the case is that people were digging this area out, would find a hole, and all right, we're done digging. We can't work with this.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to where we just were.
Okay.
Besides this entrance, is there any other interest here in this little area?
No. But as you walk out, an empty coconut shell comes out of the entrance.
Okay. Out of this entrance?
Yeah, out of where you were just about to look, just
Okay.
an empty coconut is tossed, and you hear another really loud.
Okay.
Kid will be right behind her.
Yeah, just you can move yourselves and.
We're all dying.
You all trip and fall in the middle. You all trip and fall. Excuse you.
I quickly drink the potion.
You all trip and fall into the pool that you refuse to unclog and die. Campaign ends there.
I drink the potion before I die.
You die a little slower than the rest.
Okay.
So as you
How far can I get down here?
hold on.
What?
Wait until Danielle's back.
First of all, not even everyone's at the table.
I'm curious.
Look at that baby.
I just didn't want her to think it was okay to open the door.
So as you start approaching this little thing of the coconut. Well, hold on now. Okay. Hold on. There's a lot of loud noises coming over there, and I'm beginning to think they're not Iggy. So, before we go in there,
In the middle of her doing this, I'm just gonna start walking.
okay.
I'll follow behind her.
So you all
Remind me to teach you actual hand gestures.
walk into this room.
Oh dear.
And as you walk in, there's a few things. There is a couple of trash candy goblins. If you could put him right there. It's fine. A couple of trash candy goblins.
There's also a laser pointing right next to you.
It's fine. There's one here. This is a normal one this time. There's one here. Make sure that little white guy is on the little path. Okay. So what you see 4 trash candy goblins. You see a massive hole in the ground. Once again, you cannot see the bottom. On the ground level are 2 trash candy goblins, and then there's like a raised level, like just kind of a thing coming up on a raised level. There's 2 more with piles of coconuts next to them. And then, right where the path leads up, played by this Kirby amiibo, is this fucking huge monstrosity. This is the big one that people have been talking about. This thing is like 15 feet tall, like big and Everybody go for initiative.
You can just put me at the end.
Yeah. For now, you're gonna go here. What did you roll?
Nat 1.
Okay. What did you roll?
A 14.
What did you roll?
17.
That's it? Okay.
Kid's just being polite this time. He's just like, after you, Dot.
So, like, as you guys, like, walk in, like, this fucking huge giant monster, it, like, in its hand, like, a coconut, a cream coconut, and, like, drinks it. And it's this, the liquid you see is, like, heavy whipping cream that you would get at the store, but, like, it's fucking sparkling. That's how sweet that thing is. And it dribbles down its chin a little bit, and then goes to throw it, and it kind of bounces off your shoulders, like its eyes lock onto you because you're first. And let me open up this stuff here. I need a couple of things open. Okay, I have to do enemies first. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this opening here is technically too wide. As a matter of fact, here's what we're gonna
Then
do.
I would probably be up next to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys like here. You're already like in the room a tiny bit. So he bases up to Trolli. He bases up to you, Kit. Those guys stay where they are. And Kirby goes here.
Biggest boys.
I feel like this guy's main attack is hucking coconut halves.
It's not. It's just been eating them, which is where all those other ones left. Let me quickly write out my little whiteboard here. And okay. He attacks John for.
You're still a bear, right?
Mm-hmm. Unless it's been more than an hour.
It's been half an hour. This place isn't that big.
AC's a 16.
He hits. In your bear form?
I did bark skin.
Right.
But also less than an hour.
Right. Yes. He still hits.
Okay.
Now, just less so.
Every time you get hit, by the way, you have to roll a con save.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a concentration spell.
Well, we'll start that now then. I won't punish you for before. You've just been fucking concentrated on saving your sisters. Regardless, this
I did not
hits.
know
So you no longer have bark skin after this turn. It hits either way. It only hits for 4 damage though. Then
You roll for concentration when you get hit.
little guy goes for Kit. Ooh.
I'm gonna punt you into the pit.
And he also hits. This guy's doing great today. That makes me happy. Ooh, he hits for 9. Little bastard. Then Groot over here grabs a coconut and just kind of two-hand overhand throws it at Dot.
That was a hell of a throw.
He's really far away and doesn't have a super clean line of sight, so he's going to roll with disadvantage. That still hits. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. You rolled like a 15 and a 17.
God.
Damn.
When the coconut hits Dot, Kit's just gonna be like, I think you've been christened a peepaw.
And that's going to... This is the first time Dot's been hit all day.
Good.
That is going to do 8 damage, though.
I feel like she's gonna do a Mary of just, oh fuck!
No, she's gonna be like... "Ah!" Like the coconut's just going to dome her. And she's going to like stumble a little bit because it was max. Like, whoa, like catch herself. These guys are rolling insane today.
You're gonna have to edit in a coconut thunk noise.
Whereas this guy does the same thing, grabs a coconut, picks it up, chucks it at Igneas. But he's not as far away, and he has a better line of sight. That does not hit. It hits the wall above, like, where you are and, like, falls
I
to
would
the
like to
ground
think
next
that
you.
it does hit Igneas, but since he's made out of fucking stone, it just ding.
What was that?
Yeah.
But that doesn't hit. So, speaking of Igneas, it is now your turn.
Okay, so
And we're going to go ahead and say these are all 5 feet once you
Okay.
get into the room.
can we, like,
Or
Just
10,
get-
I'm sorry.
get down from this little path easily?
You're not... Okay, so, yeah, to clarify, this pathway, you come in under the path. You come in under the top part.
That's with the dot,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'll come up, like, here-ish, if I can,
Sure.
and start attacking that one.
Big axe guy?
Yeah. 12?
Give me 1 sec.
They're rolling great.
No.
They're rolling horrible.
Cool.
I've been rolling great on attacks. Just I've been rolling shit on everything else.
I've been rolling shit on my attacks with advantage.
It's your turn. Sorry. I got distracted.
Um,
Just thinking about boobies.
hey,
Trolli, it's your turn. Trolli, go.
Multi-attack. This one that's based up to me. The bite hits 19 to hit.
Yes.
And then the damage is 9.
Okay.
And then going with my claws, it is a 15 to hit.
Okay.
And the total is 10 damage.
You kill it.
Nice. And then for my movement, come around to here to face that little man.
Okay. Dot on her turn. Oh, I forgot I could do that. That makes my life a lot easier. Gonna move right there. And she's going to aim her bow at this one. And she crits again.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, that's a
The
crit.
scaredy cat is doing great.
That's a horrible. Horrible. I rolled a 1 on both.
So that's... And
Solidarity.
he dies.
God damn.
That's how you do it.
Everything's coming up. Dot!
You got this, Dot. Just don't look to your left.
What do you mean? And that's her turn. Kit.
I'm going to use Fighting Spirit. And I rolled a 19 to hit the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Did max damage for 18.
He's dead.
Okay. And that case, I will use the rest of my shit to move up to the big boy. On my advantage, I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20, so that was weird.
Damn.
12, 18, 19, 26 damage.
Okay.
Oh, you can attack and then move and then attack again?
I can with action surge.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I also action surged.
Enemy's turn. Coconut Lob or Groot over here is going to once again aim for Dot.
Swear to God, if Dot goes down because of coconut.
She'll be a
My
true
sins
bebop.
have come to haunt me. He misses. Meanwhile,
This is gonna hurt.
the giant thing, this little Choclatin, bases up to him, and it just kind of like, and like goes to swing down on you. Come on. That hits for 10 damage.
That's not nearly as much as I
And
expected.
then it lifts its other arm.
That's fine.
You were waiting to do that. I saw it in your eyes.
I was like, that's not nearly as much as I expected. That makes sense.
And its other arm misses you.
Okay.
Igneas.
Okay, so yeah, I can. I'm gonna move up here. I think I can like just get to here. And reckless attack. 14 to hit.
Excuse me.
No. Trolli.
I have just enough movement as a bear to get all the way around here. And I'm gonna do the multi-attack. I rolled a crit fail for my bite. But the claws is a 21 to hit,
Okay, that hits.
with 8 damage.
Okay.
And that is it. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. That is not it. As a bonus action, I'm going to use a spell slot to gain some health back.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, that's 7 more health to me.
Cool.
You remembered it.
Oh my god.
Dot isn't super eager to run up to this thing. So
Dot,
Dot
don't do that.
is going to
Shoot
move
the other one?
up onto the path and come over here. And I knew I kept this dagger on me for something.
What is
And
she out of arrows?
Well, no, but she's just going to run up to it
Oh,
at this
okay.
point. Because she can use her arrows on the big thing. Versus, Dot crits again.
Oh my god!
Good for her.
This was not
That's
supposed to
my
be,
sister.
This was not supposed to be this quick, eliminating these coconut guys.
Dot's gonna make them start dipping.
Well, I mean, at this one, it's just the big guy. Unless this guy somehow survives it. What's the minimum damage here? Okay, it can technically live. It dies. So Groot is dead. So it's just the party and the big guy.
are Groot.
Yeah! I'm gonna flavor text it. She was like, I knew I kept 2 daggers for something, and since it's a crit, she like, and like jabbed him twice.
Nice.
And now it is Kit's turn.
I rolled a 22 to hit for 10 damage.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm gonna drink a potion, and I maxed out my potion healing, so that was nice.
Cool.
Go for 10.
Its first arm swing is going to be on Igneas. Does not hit, even with advantage. Its second arm swing is going to be on Kit once again.
Oh, I need to take one of my potions away.
And it also does not hit,
Nice.
because you guys have high ACs. And it doesn't know that your bark skin is gone.
Except for the fucking bear, who has 11 AC.
You can tell, by the way, like, literally when she has bark skin on,
Oh, okay.
she looks like she's made of wood.
It'll know that going forward.
Well, in this case, I'm like peppermint bark.
Well, yeah.
It'll know that going forward. I didn't realize. Igneas, it is your turn.
Cool. Is a 16 hit?
No.
Damn.
Oh.
I'm sorry. You're inching yourself closer and closer.
That's my turn. I can't.
Trolli.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god.
A 17 and a 21 to hit for both attacks.
Yes. That's fine.
The total overall is 24 damage.
Okay.
24 damage. God boy shows up.
It was just 1 point. Like
I'm
less, so
sorry. I'm sorry. I was really tempted to be like, yeah. But I didn't want to change it mid-combat.
Yeah.
That puts me...
Especially since I rolled a 16.
Yeah, I feel like an asshole.
Like, what the fuck?
Well, see, Igneas' 16 isn't wrinkly.
Yours 16 is a little weird.
Dot is like, I can help from up here. And she like pulls her arrow again. I'm doing great today.
Oh.
I'm crit failing today. And so she's feeling a little too confident, like, and the arrow like into the hole.
She feels a little too confident, so she lets go of the bow instead of the arrow.
No, she launches an arrow like into the hole, and it tinks off the side and just falls away. Hey, musket. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna use my last fighting spirit. I rolled a 17 to hit.
It hits.
For fucking 15 damage.
Okay.
That is my last fighting spirit. I'm out of resources. I can cast hit with my sword now.
So it's the enemy's turn, and Trolli did a lot of damage. It is no longer covered in peppermint bark, which I know was a thing.
Well, you know, don't hurt the bear. It's
Oh.
okay. Let me just pull up my health.
Who's gonna hurt the bear? 'Cause that's fine. Hurting the bear is a lot better than hurting
So it
you.
lifts its first arm.
Oh, yeah. And with my 11 AC, it's got a hit.
And with its crit, and you being right next to this pit,
Oh fuck.
it smacks you, and you start to fall off.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to roll for damage.
Okay.
I told myself if anyone was crit next to the pit crit,
The
Crit
big
bit
it plays a factor.
Oh, dear.
I keep thinking this does damage, but it doesn't. Where did I put you? Right here.
Just makes me think of the Snoop Troops.
Where's my other one? I'll use you. It does 12 damage to you.
Okay. The bear's bloody.
With its second arm,
Oh, dear.
Oh my god.
it brings up another one and goes to bring it down on Kit this time. Because Kit's been fucking with this thing since the goddamn beginning. And Igneas hasn't touched him.
I know.
So I can't justify being
Yep.
And I'm not even bloodied anymore. Like,
it does hit. For 10.
I'm still not bloodied.
Is somebody else having trouble with data?
Hmm?
I don't have any. service.
Oh yeah, I was having some trouble earlier too. I was
Um,
trying to look up what was in a Dungeoneer's pack.
What do you need?
I was gonna. Never mind. It's future planning.
Okay. Igneas.
Does a 22 hit?
Yay! You did it!
What if he was like, no?
No, actually, now that Trolli's falling into the pit, this new mechanic, for every person that falls into the pit, its AC increases by 5. I'm kidding. Roll your damage.
Oh wow!
16 damage.
I feel like she should like get the Mario Party bonus of like, here's 3 coins. Like,
I wish.
Right here. Okay.
Fucking finally.
So Trolli, you are like,
Dangling.
yeah. I'm gonna. At first, I was
fly,
gonna.
you fools.
You are like hanging on to this thing just barely. You can't attack, but
I can attempt to get out of this pit.
you can. But this thing is right in front of you, so it's gonna be hard.
So would I take disadvantage to trying to get out?
If she fails, does she fall?
If she fails, she gets a lot closer to falling.
Okay.
Yikes.
Do I get?
I didn't think it would crit anyone next to the pit, but I promised myself I would.
Am I adding a modifier or anything?
Give me.
Strength or acrobatics?
I would say
Acrobatics,
acrobatics or...
Is it disadvantage?
Yes.
Cool, it's 6.
You're struggling.
Cool. That's my turn.
I don't want to be a DM anymore.
That's my turn.
Okay.
I can't turn
Can,
into a flying thing.
can I yell out of turn?
Hold on. So Dot, seeing you falling, and this thing is not looking great. I don't like to tell you guys blood eater near death for bosses because that's not as exciting. But like, this thing's looking really bad, and Dot can see this. And Dot is standing kind of right above it a little bit. Dot panics because you are about to die. And Dot I'm improving things on the fly, so give me a second.
Oh dear.
Dot jumps off and kicks this thing in the back of the head, and it stumbles forward and falls into the pit, and just.
Does it not hit me on the way down?
No. Neither does Dot, as she grabs your fucking leg at the last second because she won't lie enough.
I was about to say, if she's going into the pit, like, Kit's going to, like, do everything he can to grab her.
So now you have Trolli just barely hanging on
In bear form.
in bear form, and Dot hugging her leg like that. She makes that.
Die. Climb up me right now. Climb up me right
Igneas,
now.
hold this, and I'm going to throw him the rope.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the rope.
And he'll, like, clutch onto it and throw it down to them.
Climb up the rope right now.
Okay. She like grabs onto the rope and starts pulling herself up it.
Pull her up, Igneas, and Kit's going to go and try to grab Trolli.
Okay. So are you?
Okay, so we're
Okay. So
pulling
as you're
her
pulling
up.
her up, she's going to do this with advantage. She hangs on just fine as you pull her back up and over the ledge. Are you helping Trolli?
Yeah.
Roll with advantage,
Oh,
and
okay.
you roll a d8. Is how
Oh,
much.
a D8.
17 with advantage.
5.
You pull her up just fine.
Okay.
Um,
As I basically just grab her by the back and just...
I'm gonna pop out of bear form and hug my sister.
Holly, roll me a d8.
That's right, you were in bear form that whole time.
Yep. A 1.
Lifted a bear.
Okay. So anyway, I need to open up. So you pop out of her from you hug Dot. Dot's like, oh god, like she's like hugging you like. That's the bravest thing she's ever done. You two are hugging and crying.
Dad, I'm so happy you're okay.
You too. That thing was scary. It was really big.
Why the fuck did you do that?
Look, the pit was right there. Seeing you nearly fall in gave me the idea that maybe we could just toss that guy in.
And then you almost died.
I misjudged the landing.
Well, had you executed it better, it would have been a good idea.
Thank you, Iggy.
You did good.
Thank you, kid.
It was very courageous of you either way.
Thank you, Iggy. He looks at you expectantly.
Charlie starts
You
crying.
did very good. You were very courageous.
Thank you.
Charlie's just crying.
Yeah.
Kid will walk over to Igneas and just
What?
my rope.
Oh, I thought you just had it. I'm sorry. Okay, here, rope.
Concept in my mind of I thought you just had it as you're holding it. Like,
Well, no, because I would have thought,
Right,
after
right.
we were done, it's...
So you're all in this big empty room now. And everybody roll me a perception check.
Nope.
What'd you roll?
9.
Okay.
14.
18.
No real way you could have failed. Just
Oh,
a
okay.
5.
Oh,
There's a door next to there's an opening next to you.
I knew that.
yeah, I was about to say. I kind of assumed.
There's an opening.
Okay, well, she's... Let's get on. Let's get going.
I'm going first this time.
That's fine. I'm staying back here with Todd.
No, I want to be in the back.
You know what, Dot? You don't get to be in front of me.
So you all enter this room.
Mm-hmm. Can I move?
Yeah. You all enter this room. It's very dim. At this point, this is the deepest room there is. And as you walk in, one of you still has a torch. I'm fucking out at this point. You have a torch. So as Kit enters the room behind you, it's a small room, and so almost all of it instantly illuminates. And you see a pile of bodies, some of which are somewhat eaten, some of which are still relatively fresh. And on top of this pile are 2 lifeless puff gummies that you recognize as your siblings.
No. She's gonna climb up this pile of bodies and inspect them. It's clear that they're lifeless, but she wants to double check.
Okay.
Kid's just gonna set the torch down and say, Igneas, let's wait up there.
Okay, how?
Dot is frozen. As you inspect these bodies, they look really bad. You can't tell which one's Juby and which one's Jolly, but there's just enough there that you can recognize it's them. There's just bites taken out of them everywhere. And you feel a rough hand touch your shoulder. A hand that feels as though it's seen a lot of things. And you glance over your shoulder, and it's Dot, who just has this tired, drained from fear expression. And you look down at her hands that's quivering a little bit, and you can see the calluses forming of a week straight of looking for you after thinking she lost you, and still looking for Harry after thinking she has lost Harry, and she's now lost 2 more, and you're all she has left. And the hands remind you of the hands you flashed back to a little while ago of your older brother, these just tired guardian hands. And she, Charlie, I think we should go.
But Dot, they're right here.
I know. But there isn't anything we can do. I mean, we can take him home and bury him at home, but I don't think sitting here is going to make any of us feel any better.
We can't leave them here. They don't
Okay.
belong down here.
Okay. You're right. How about we see if the boys can help. If we see if Iggy and Kit can help us. And I'm not gonna make you guys roll to carry them and walk out of here.
Yeah.
Or anything. Dot leaves the room and she comes back. I'm assuming you agree. The four of you carry these bodies up and out of the caves and through the grotto that has no semblance of joy left to it anymore. At this point, the heat has taken almost everything from you. It's taken this grotto, it's taken the two youngest of your older siblings, it's taken like the freedom and joy Hans had in his life with the responsibility he now has to lead, and it's taken the fun innocence of your eldest sister away. And you carry them back to town. And I think actually we're just going to end the session there. Holly, just to explain myself here. Earlier today, I told you that I found a lot of fun in making you guys do roles that I don't tell you what they're for.
Mm-hmm.
With no offense intended, neither of their coin flips meant anything.
Okay.
Your coin flip was which sister would be prioritized in a table I made, with 8 possibilities. And unfortunately, one was that they both just died.
No.
So that's why I had you roll that d8. Would you like to get the rest of the table?
I still have another rest of the cavern to look at.
We're gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
I
gonna make
know.
you guys roll strength checks to carry these lifeless bodies as you walk through an empty, solemn cave.
There's more of the cavern that we didn't see, but
That's true.
I assume we missed stuff.
It's minor. I'm gonna stop this when we can talk.
Minor.